Hey guys, in this video, I want to show you how to use Markup tool in Adobe Acrobat Pro. Now, markup tool is very important. It's the way you're going to communicate with other stakeholders, for example, engineers, architects, etc. So let's go straight to the point. So we need to activate the comment to use the markup tool. So I'm going to activate the comment tool. Now we have all these, but the most commonly used include callouts, cloud, etc. So I'm going to use the drawing tools. That is what I use mostly. So here I can just click expand drawing tools. Now here we have the cloud. So we can just start with the cloud. Okay, click. For example, just click a point, then hold shift. Okay, click and then hold shift to go to make sure your cloud is straight. Click the second point, holding shift, click the third point. Uh, um, that's the third, and then the fourth point. Okay, now I can just click on it and then right click, go to properties. We can use a fill color. For example, I can use yellow and then change the opacity to that, let's say 29%, and then make property default. Okay, or because it's just I just want, we can just avoid the cloud for now. It's the fill color, so I'm just going to use none. And now instead I can just right click. Okay, property opacity 100, property all. Okay, open a pop-up note, and then I can say, for example, we don't have this type of strap in our building. Do not have this type of strap. Can you use HDU? HDU hold downs. Hold downs question mark, then post, so that if someone just select, you can see the pop-up note. I can just go to the next page. Here can go to view and then zoom and then change to dynamic zoom, so that can be like that. Then I can now use the callout tool. For example, add a callout here. Okay, for example, I can click here on the text, increase the text size to 36, and so for example, say why this type of foundation, why not strip foundation instead of ground and beam. So this one doesn't appear. Zoom, dynamic zoom, and then yeah, the text, the size of the text is okay. Okay, and then put it somewhere there. And then, for example, right click, properties. Now here I can add a fill color. let's say yellow, yeah, and then um, you can change or just leave it as continuous. Okay, just use continuous. Okay, so that um, someone can be able to clearly differentiate between the original drawing and the new markup. So you can just use the fill and then just click um, change property or make it default. You can either click make property default there or just right click and make current property as default so that the next time you're doing a call out, you're not going to need to do those editing. This will be already the automatic default. So we can just again add a cloud at that point, hold shift. Okay, I prefer not to, okay. Then this one, I'll remove the fill color. Then again, properties, I want opacity 100 or just like that. Okay, and no fill color, and then make property default. So next time you're doing a cloud, it is going to be default. So I don't need a fill color, I need no fill color. Okay, and again, so here we just saying I don't need this type of foundation. I can also use again call out like that. Okay, property. So I already made the default, the one with fill. So again, make it default. And then the next time now I'm doing a cloud, it's not going to have that fill color. For example, I want to cloud that node, click there. I'm holding shift so that it can go straight. You can see when you are just doing it freely, it can go, it will not be straight. So hold shift, then okay. So again, type of soil, so I can add a call out. So the type of soil is good, and strip foundation is okay. Please remove again these details. Then I can move it away so that um, everything can be clear. And then again we can, so the next we can use another tool. This is called add a sticky notes. Then just click and add a sticky note, for example there. Okay, and then I can just ask, okay, Um, why use 2 by 14 joists at 12 inches center to center? Because this will affect um, the architects, um, the architect allowed floor level. Can we use, for example, LVLs with shorter depth? Yeah, something like that, so that when when you see that call out, you just click on it, then you can see what, and then for example, you're communicating to the engineer, they can be able to change it accordingly. Again, we can add a cloud in a different manner. For example, just using the draw square or rectangle, just click. Okay. So I need to change this one, properties, and then change this one because I want to draw a cloud, not that square box. Just change that to that, and then opacity increase to 100, and then no fill, and then make it default. Okay, so that I can just use this to draw now a cloud instead of struggling with this one, which is just like a polygon. Okay, so you can just use this one as well, and just cloud there. There are so many tools you can there's so many tools here. um, for example, when you are reviewing this, if you're the one who is reviewing the markup, you just select, and then if I scroll um, you can add, say, a reply. Okay, uh, I did not see soil report. I need to see soil report to confirm this, then post. So this one you can see I've replied, but the name will be different because probably a different person will reply, not yourself. Um, um, okay, you can add a stamp. You can add a stamp. Then uh, you can set status. For example, say I have accepted. If you're the one who is approving or reviewing, can either accept so that they can see this, it means accepted, or you can cancel, or you can reject. So it means rejected. Okay. So whoever you're dealing with, whether it's students, whether it's structural engineer, architect, you can be able to communicate everything. So this marks the end of my video. In another video, we're going to maybe proceed because we cannot learn everything right now. We can proceed with other way to communicate using these markup tools or comment tools. Thanks for watching.